Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of Wrestle Talk with Bear and B Dub. We have gone through 9 WrestleManias on to WrestleMania 10. Back at home where it all began at Madison Square Garden, 10 years in the making. Now, this is the second WrestleMania. I remember this night. I remember this one, throughout the night they kept giving you WrestleMania moments from 1 through 9, leading all the way up to the main event. In the beginning of this one, we began it with Little Richard singing "America the Beautiful." Like I said, WrestleMania is known for its celebrities. Um, Even going back to WrestleMania 9 real quick, they had Natalie Cole in the audience. That's the one celebrity that sticks out, but nonetheless, um, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. Great way to start the show. My opinion, that's my favorite match. I wanted Bret to win, obviously. Everybody knows I'm a big Bret Hart fan, but you know, it was a great match, great creative ending. Bret sitting on his shoulders, and Owen not going all the way through and allowing and giving, counting down to 1, 2, 3. So that was a great ending. Bam Bam Bigelow and Doink the Luna Vachon versus Doink and Dink. I thought this was a good match. I like the story. I like the build up. I remember Macho Man doing an interview with Doink and Dink, and he telling Dink, he's saying, "You make sure you get out of there, little buddy." So I thought this was a good match. Macho Man and Crush. Macho Man thought Crush was his friend, and this was pretty much the story of anybody who betrays you. You pretty much kick their behind. And they fought all over the arena. I thought it was very creative how Macho Man, made sure it was a false count anywhere. You had to get back to the ring by 10 seconds or something. Forgot how it went. It was a 10-second rule or something. But, or you counted the 1, 2, 3, and then they had to get back to the ring by 10, something like that. But Macho Man taking the rope and putting Crush's feet up, I thought that was interesting. Leilani Kai returns to WrestleMania after a 9-year absence. Of course, she didn't beat Alundra Blaze. Then you had, if you remember, the Royal Rumble was won by Bret and Bret and Lex Luger. So, as Cam and G pointed out, Lex Luger and Mr. Perfect in the same ring again, and Luger, of course, he tried to get Mr. Perfect's attention, and Perfect disqualified him. I can remember that. I was mad. I wanted to see Lex Luger win the title and then Bret win it, but nonetheless, that wasn't happening. Now I've heard rumors that Bret was supposed to win the. I mean, Luger was booked to win the title that night, but because he revealed the secret at the bar, the results was changed. Not sure if that was true. I just heard it. I figured I'd pass it on to you fans. Um, but nonetheless, it was a okay match. Yoko and Lex. It wasn't their match in SummerSlam the previous year. It was an okay match, but uh, with the match that a lot of people are saying is the best match was Ramon and Shawn Michaels. WrestleMania moment, Shawn Michaels jumping off the ladder, doing the diamond splash. Um, this match they worked very, very well together. I thought this was a great match. I mean, no doubt about it. I mean, I'm still a fan of the Bret and Owen match, but this was a great match. This would help make this a great WrestleMania. This was the first of many ladder matches. And then last but not least, Bret winning the title from Yokozuna. What a way to end that one. I really loved it. Then at the end, everybody coming out to celebrate Bret. Absolutely wonderful. So, it was a great match. And then in the end, the Hitman wins the WWE Championship. Like I said, and that's what catapult. And then at the end, you had Owen. You had your WrestleMania moment. Bret sitting on Lex Luger and Razor Ramon's shoulders. And then you have Owen Hart come out there looking like the jealous little brother. And, Bret looking back at him like, but I won now. So after losing to his brother earlier, Bret would then gain the victory. So I thought that was a good match. It also led to the feud between Bret and Owen. And bottom line is, Owen was the top heel of 1994. And this one, that match, that first match led to that. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining this episode of Wrestle Talk with Ben B Dub. As I broke down, next comes WrestleMania 11. I won't stop till I get the 26. Actually, I'm going to break down 27 as soon as it's over with. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining this episode of Wrestle Talk with Ben B Dub. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Baron B Dub. And check out as I go into WrestleMania 11.